So, Alex, what do you think is the parallel between alchemy and art?
Well, Bertie. Okay, well, I don't know what the technical, definition is or
It's
whatever.
very easy.
Can you not? But I focused on the process. Like, the process of alchemy is similar to the process of,
Art making?
yeah, basically. So you can go through the same processes, slightly different, but basically they link to each other.
And what do you think about this, Diane?
Well, I did more of alchemy is the process of getting to gold. And so I decided to focus more on the process of the gold was finding the self. And so I chose to create my art pieces following the line that alchemy is the process of finding gold, therefore my art process was finding the self.
Okay. So basically that's the link between alchemy and art. It's the fact that they're both a process which is undertaken to get at some kind of an end. But what you got to ask is the end as important as the journey?
Yes, that is the question.
So what did you do?
What I did was a very simple 3-piece way to get at the process, to get at the end. So the last piece was symbolizing gold, the middle piece is symbolizing the middle of the process, and the first piece was beginning the process. So very easy. And it was sort of deconstructing the way an artist works. So a lot of the symbols I used was the grid, the unfinished rough edges, sketching, all that kind of thing. So
She did mixed media.
yeah, mixed media.
So, yes.
Alex
So,
worked in sculpture.
Yes, I did
I did.
sculpture.
Yeah,
Me
photography.
Okay, I focused also on the whole processes because that was alchemy and that was the topic. But I also did a lot on this sort of marriage of the physical and the intellectual and spiritual stuff. So, like how one reflects on the other. Like as you're creating the physical product, it reflects your development on the inside and the development of your concept or whatever. And so yeah, in that way it had a lot to do with Jungian theories. And yeah, so I created a sculpture based on that with sort of the end product or the gold ball or whatever it was in the middle of the sculpture.
Which was a very detailed explanation. Which makes me feel bad, but that's okay. Diane, do you want to talk about your...
Well, I did photography and I just used the same similar thing process, reaching to the gold, and I just used symbolism throughout mine to represent the different process of finding the self. Yeah, so very...
So the gold to each of us sort of means something different. Like with mine, it was sort of more important taking away the layers of the gold until you get to where the artwork began, for example, or where the journey began. For Alex, it was something.
Mine was mine was sort of about the importance of everything being balanced. Like, you know, you can only reach the end once you'd sort of developed each section, like your inside and your outside. So.
Okay. There was some interesting stuff with yours, like about the natural and the man-made
Oh yeah, that was just kind of a way of communicating the inside spiritual stuff and the outer or physical things. So I did sort of the more, what I would consider the less important stuff was the stuff made out of metal and plastic and man-made stuff. And then the natural things like vines and twigs and all that was to symbolize the internal development. So, yes.
Any other thoughts on alchemy while we're at it? What did you find most interesting about the unit then?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone.
I think, I don't know. I guess the way that it's sort of linked with my beliefs that I'd already developed, like the importance of keeping balance and having all areas of your life, you know, working together to create something. So
Yeah. Yeah, you go, Diane.
Yeah, no, I just thought like the whole concept of just using alchemy as a way to base our artwork around, just the concept itself, alchemy. I thought that was interesting.
I really enjoyed the topic in general because the way I chose to look at it, which is from a sort of watching an artist's work kind of thing. There's actually a lot of unfinished paintings of old masters in which you can see how they've been working, like every layer they make.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I find that really interesting. So that's sort of what I set out to duplicate in my work.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it for today.